Analysis as Trump tells reporters how not racist he is. A poll comes out showing that most American. Trump made that claim while standing outside the White House on Tuesday, responding to a reporter's question about the still bubbling controversy spurred by the president's repeated attacks on Black, Hispanic, and Muslim members of Congress. Over the weekend, as he often does, Trump claimed that the media was misrepresenting reality. There was that claim of "what have done for African Americans in 2.5 years," he said immediately after disparaging the revelation. Al Sharpton as Abraham Lincoln, Dwight Eisenhower, and Lyndon Johnson were not available for comment. To prove that his disparagement of Baltimore was warranted, Trump claimed that the African American community had called him to thank him for telling the truth. Trump will often claim that he's received calls from people offering their support. Generally it is the case, though, that Trump met with Black leaders at the White House on Monday. He announced a meeting. If Trump did hear from many other Black Americans, the odds are good that the commentary was not as positive as Trump presents it. As Trump was it's not just Black Americans. Most independent. A Fox News poll released last week asked respondents specifically about Trump's tweets targeting 4 Democratic women, telling them to go back where they came from, despite 3 of them having been born in the United States. More than half Trump would certainly not be the first racist president. What's interesting the pollsters asked whether respondents thought Trump's position on border security, a position explained by Trump at his campaign launch in June 2015 as being necessary to halt an influx of criminals from Mexico, was motivated by sincere concern about securing the border or by racist beliefs. A plurality of respondents said it was the former. But 4 in 10 if there's a bright spot here for Trump, opinions on his border policies and his views of race are basically unchanged since July 2018. Then, about one side effect of that stagnation is that Trump may come to believe there's no immediate political downside to continuing this line of attack against his critics. It wasn't prohibited.